boys and girls. Hannah Baker here. Live and in stereo. No return engagements. No encore. And this time, absolutely no requests. I hope you're ready, because I'm about to tell you the story of my life. More specifically, why my life ended. And if you're listening to these tapes, you're one of the reasons why. I'm not saying which tape brings you into the story, but fear not. If you receive this lovely little box, your name will pop up. I promise!
Hi, this is Mia Burris here with CNN News, confronting a young teenager by the name of Clay Jensen about the death of his peer, Hannah Baker. In the past 2 days, all over America, the suicide tapes that Miss Baker left after her suicide have been leaked to the public, telling everyone, everywhere, exactly why she killed herself. According to these tapes, there are 13 reasons why she did what she did, each reason being the action of one of her peers. After trying to get one of the teenagers mentioned on the tapes to come talk with us, Clay was the only one willing to. Thank you for coming, Mr. Jensen.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Clay, we've all heard the tapes, well, most of us have, and still there are so many unanswered questions, and that's why we brought you here. To begin, many of us, including myself, are wondering, what kept you from starting a real relationship with Miss Baker?
Well, this is what I'm most ashamed of, and perhaps the real reason Hannah had frustration with me. After all these rumors had circulated about her being a slut, I just couldn't bring myself to start a relationship with her because I was afraid of the ridicule that would come from my peers if I did, no matter how much I liked her. But I learned from this, in fact. I'd like to announce to the world that I am now dating Sky Miller because I no longer care what people think about me or who I date.
So, why did Hannah do it? Why did she even make all these tapes?
I racked my brain long and hard about this one, but I think it's because she wanted these people who wronged her to feel scared. She wanted them to feel so scared that they will never mistreat her or harm people like this again. I don't think that she intends for them to feel just guilt. She wanted the guilt to motivate them.
This suicide isn't like others. I mean, now we know exactly why she did it, but do you think any of it was her own fault?
The thought that these rumors were her fault is outrageous, but I think her not telling anybody about the accident her and Jenny Kurtz got into kind of ate her away after those boys died, especially considering that she knew she could have prevented their deaths if she just told authorities about her and Jenny knocking over the stop sign.
Now, Mr. Jensen, how can we be sure that these actions or reasons ever even happened, and that Miss Baker wasn't just exaggerating?
Hannah said it herself, ma'am. Why would a dead girl lie? There's nothing that Hannah could have gained from making these things up because she's dead. Maybe some of these kids are just telling themselves that she exaggerated. But that's not the case. Deep down, these peers know what they did was wrong. So wrong that a girl is dead now. Maybe the only way to stop the guilt is to lie to themselves and to say that it never happened. That's not what she wanted, though. She wanted them to start thinking about their actions and stop being so cruel.
The tapes were released, a map was also presented. What exactly was the map for?
The map shows the location of these actions, and Hannah wanted each one of us reasons to go to the location that these actions occurred. I think she wanted us to be able to see and feel exactly what she was feeling during those injustices she faced.
Did you see any kind of sign that she was going to kill herself?
I mean, I knew that there was a lot being said about her, and I knew a lot of it was only a rumor, but I didn't have much of an indication that it was going to happen. The guidance counselor, as stated in the tapes, was the only one who had any knowledge of it and shrugged it off as a teenage drama. No single action made her do what she did. After all, it's clear that this was not a sporadic decision. She put way too much planning into these tapes for that to be true. However, I think that the situation with the guidance counselor was the straw that broke the camel's back because it made her feel like no one cared about what was happening to her.
So are you saying that there's no single action that could have kept her alive?
I'm saying that it was all a collective process. But I think that she just really wanted a true friend or companion because it's very clear that none of these people, including myself, treated her appropriately.
If we could go back to this time a year ago, what would you have said to Hannah?
I would go back to the moment where I told her I had feelings for her, but I would convince her that I knew the rumors weren't true about her being a slut. And I would tell her that I didn't care what people thought about us.
Well, thanks for being here, Clay. I just want to remind everyone that yes, suicide is the choice of the person doing it, but our actions toward that person can lead them down that dark road. If you need anyone to talk to, please don't hesitate to call the Suicide Prevention Hotline. I'm Mia Burris with CNN, signing off on this tragic story.
Action! Action! Play.
dancing.
Okay. Nothing. Well, this is what I'm most ashamed of.
That was horrible.
I know. Okay. Connor, if you make so much noise, I swear. Why would Connor? Connor, you make so much noise. Connor, I'm gonna kill you, Connor. Stop it, Connor. You fart? You just farted. That was totally a fart, Connor. I'm telling you lies. Connor! Stop! Connor, stop!
Don't be a pain in the ass.
How about the last straw?
What are you doing? You're staring at me! You're making me laugh! Okay,
You're terrible at this.
You're the reason. You're the 14th reason, Connor. Okay.
She's wearing my underwear.
The thought that these rumors were her fault is outrageous. Like, what? That sounds so stupid.
Well, say what you want then.
Well, how is that wrong?
I mean, it's very monotone, I guess, but...
Outrageous! Outrageous! Outrageous.
There you go.
Yeah, or...
Your voice can't change pitches throughout the interview. I lost my line. I can't do this. I don't know, like, where to put my eyes. I don't know if I should, like, look at this, or look at you, or look there, or... you just make me want to laugh. I think it's the hat.
Who's
What?
filming what? I don't see no film
It's
there.
right there.
Oh.
Don't walk by.
Okay.
Or turn the sink on.
It's alright.
No, we can't have noise.
Well, then do your thing and we'll be quiet.
It's got, like, really weird shoulders. Look at it.
Really?
You're wasting a lot of film here. If this thing keeps going and you're not doing anything.
It's like a hard drive.
Yeah, we can't though, because that will pick up and then you won't be able to hear us. So we can't have noise.
Let me get my jacket out of there that way. I'll be out of your way, okay? Alright, have fun.
This is gonna be a nightmare to edit. You know that, right?
Okay.